Yo,
Yo, what's up, guys? Are we live? I
we
don't
are
know
live,
anymore,
yeah.
Nick. Where's the
Yeah,
song?
because we
I miss the
changed it.
song. I
Because it
miss the
kept
song.
getting copyright infringement shit. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to get sued by this dude. I don't want to steal his art for no reason. But I don't want to steal his
No,
art,
it's not.
never made for no reason. There doesn't need to be a
It,
reason. I don't like
there,
stealing people's art. That's not cool.
we had a reason, and that was not stealing. That was highlighting his talents. Actually,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that
if
was cool.
someone was trying to use my stuff, I would consider that. I don't know. I don't know if I like how it's looking,
We can
but
switch it. Let's
okay.
switch it around. We do it like that, do it like that,
Yeah,
do it like that.
I don't know.
Oh, no, that
Uh,
doesn't work.
Yeah,
That's the
I
one.
think
We're gonna have to
this is
stick with that
one.
one. Or with
I
this
don't
one.
know. Yeah. Oh, this
Yeah,
one's. Oh,
this
fuck,
is
this is
better
better.
because it makes it less about
Okay.
us.
Yes, exactly. So, GM, guys, we are back. This is Diego and Nick. We are the $1 trade show powered by Groovy Market. So, we come here every day from Monday to Thursday to talk about prediction markets and keep you updated with what's going on. And believe it or not, although nothing ever happens, shit happens on prediction market all the time. And we are here to prove you that. So let's get started with this post from Hasib. So Hasib is one of the partners from Dragonfly. Dragonfly is one of the top investing firms in this space. He's always on the show with Tarun and another guy that I don't recall her name. So they have these Unchained podcast, and Unchained is run by Laura Shin, one of the greatest voices in the news when it comes to crypto. And if you don't know Hasib, you're missing. He's a really smart guy. Love you, Hasib. So prediction markets are supposed to basically okay. He gets his take here, but he's talking about this post. And when we go to this post, he's always also talking about this post, original post for Atlantis, and we always cover
It's
content
like
from Atlantis.
Inception.
So
It's a post inside a post inside a post inside a post.
fuck,
When
dude,
does it end?
exactly. It ends here. So it's three levels, insights
That's
here.
pretty
So
deep.
it is. So let's start with the original one. So Polymarket accuracy is at 95.2% right now. That's insane world records. No median history ever hit that accuracy. Okay, 91% accuracy over a month. Do you realize how crazy that is? We are literally predicting the future. Mass adoption here, prediction market super cycle. Okay, so until here, we have content. This is just shitting in the end. But what he's saying here is that yeah, here this is content actually. Then okay, mass adoption, dude.
That's
Accuracy
the
has
rest is
nothing.
just pundit opinion. I mean, create a market. Let's create a
Yeah,
market and find out in 5 years if we were in the super cycle in 2025.
yeah. Worry. That's the thing. But so accuracy has nothing to do with mass adoption. Actually, it has to do with how efficient the market is, and I mean the amount of participants that we get, or the quality of participants that we get.
Quality, quality and amount.
Quality, yeah. So what he says about accuracy is the actual results that markets on Polymarket actually reflect what happens in real life. That is accuracy, and that what it's one of the elements that we believe that we've been talking about here, that makes prediction markets efficient and important and relevant. It's accuracy. So he is just highlighting here the numbers of how in 4 hours period Polymarket got 95% accuracy, but over a month it's 91% of accuracy, which it's not bad at all.
Yeah, I
So
mean, if somebody said to me, "Go put $100 on something," there's 91% chance you're going to win. I'm going to do it, right?
yes, exactly. That's
That's
the
how you've
thing.
got to think about it. Would you take a bet at 90%? Of course, I would.
Mhm. That's the thing. So when we talk about in general anything that we discuss that is that there exists a market in poly market, there is 91% of chances that the direction that poly market is showing is actually the correct outcome.
Mhm.
So based on that, wishful cynic was saying here. So I think people are very confused about prediction markets accuracy. Prime example is US elections. No, Polymarket did not predict Trump winning. It was more accurate than other sources.
Yes.
So in I mean we I wish we could, but we cannot call the future using Polymarket, you know. We can filter information to check on probabilities of what's going to happen. So in order to have a claim
Oh,
you have predicted
sorry, Diego. I
something.
need to interrupt and say hi to our one Rumble follower as we do this. Anybody that comes here regularly knows that we do that. We have
Yes,
one follower
yes.
on Rumble and they tune in every time. We love you. Just keep coming back. One person at a
Dude,
time. We will win.
10 less than 10 minutes in the dude, barely 5 minutes in the live, and I already said I love you twice. This is a different
Yeah,
day. Love you, Hasib, and love you, our humble people.
that's how he's feeling it.
So in order to have, it's a good way to start a week with a lot of
Yeah, I
love,
think so.
guys.
Yeah,
So in order to have a claim you have predicted something, you can't say Trump is 60% likely to win. You have to say Trump will win, or have a claim that is very close to 100%, which 60% is just not. It is still more of a coin flip.
true.
Okay, based on this, is that we finally get to Hasib. This is, he said, so it's a three-level insight here. So prediction markets are supposed to give you probabilities, not outcomes. Probabilities of an outcome to happen. So the real world is uncertain, and Polymarket quantifies that uncertainty with probabilities. So if it's not Polymarket predicted X and X did or didn't happen, if it's just outputs probabilities, how do you measure how predictive Polymarket actually is? Statisticians is these statisticians,
Yeah,
fuck,
you got it. That's it.
yeah,
Statistician.
statísticos in my language, already have
Uh-huh.
a tool for this, called as the Brier score. Brier scores basically tell you when you say an outcome is around 60% likely to happen, to those things happen 60% of the time, same for 10%, same for 90%, and so on. So when basically what he's saying here, according to this Brian score, um, when you say something is there's are 60% chances of that to happen, is that correct? That's the how accurate it is. So it's, you can think about it, I mean, in general use cases. We talk about this when we talk about the weather. So 70% chances of raining tomorrow, 60% chances. I mean, 60% chances of it's for sure it's going to happen. So here's what that looks like for Polymarket. So Doom dashboard by Alex McCula. So for Briar Stokes, for Briar
Briar scores.
scores, smaller is better. Anything below zero point 0.1 is generally fantastic. Sports betting lines tend to be around zero point 0.2. Polymarket's
Hmm.
Briar score is 0.056. So it's really low.
That's almost like you can take it as gospel truth.
Yes, yes. So
Because if
if you think
one is
about
good,
this,
0.5 is fucking
yeah, it's
unshakable.
double. Like let's say it's double the good, and it's four
Yeah.
times better than sports betting. Four times
So when
better.
you say sports betting lines, I believe this is like American terminology in that way. I'm presuming that's odds, right?
I'm assuming that. Yeah.
Because
So
I understand lines as in lines of credit, as in you put lines
I
money
don't know.
down.
Yeah,
I don't
probably
know.
his stock lines. I mean, plotting on a chart and seeing lines.
Okay,
I
didn't
would say
think about that.
something.
Didn't think about that.
Uh, maybe that could be a possibility as well. So Polymarket's Brier score is 0.056, which means it is extremely accurate at surfacing correct probabilities. Takeaway: Polymarket is very accurate, but it's subtle what that means and how it's measured.
Okay. But what does he mean by that? That takeaway is needs more explanation.
I would like to see more.
I would like to,
Okay.
yeah, I'd like to
Now
understand that a bit more.
and then he shares here the link to the Dune dashboard and okay, addendum. Technically, what I described in op is calibration, while prior score also measures sharpness. For example, is the model making confident predictions or hedging to get better scores? For the mathematically
Mhm.
inclined, Brier score is calculated as MSE of predicted probabilities. Okay, but at what point do you calculate Bright score? When it's 6% for Trump winning, or when it's 99% and it's almost resolved? In this case, 20%, 20 hours out.
24 hours,
So
24 hours
when
before.
it's, yeah, 60%. Is there a standard way to adjust the measurement period for longer data predictions? For example, X happens by
Wait,
December 31st.
oh, so
Yeah,
the one, so an interesting thing, and I may be like un inaccurately jumping across different kind of verticals of predicting things.
sure.
Um, but traditional traders tend to live and die from what I've been told, right? By moving averages.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had Briars on moving average, your desk flying up or you flying up?
Yes, yes, my
You're like, I'm
flat.
not fucking sitting anymore. I'm
No,
serious now,
yeah.
bitch.
Yeah,
I'm getting up,
fix serious, man.
getting
I
up,
started
right?
slow, but let's fucking go to
He's like,
this shit.
we're talking about things now. Now I need
Yeah,
to stand and
this is
engage my
serious. This
brain.
is serious.
This is like hunting. We need to be like sharp. So the Brier score on something as a moving average, like you look at the Brier score over a period of time, would be probably a very useful per market, right? A Brier score per market
Mm-hmm.
would be probably a very useful indicator tool to the direction of travel, right? Because if it's started at like point two and then but it starts moving down to point one and consistently goes down, that's great. Or if it goes at point two and then goes point to point one and then starts to move up, really everything is on a time series. So it's best to look at things, I think, as a time series. I would like to speak to somebody who's truly actually educated in this stuff, and or speak to somebody who actually uses this stuff to make money and ask them about like the Brier score as a moving average over a period of time running
Mm-hmm.
into the close of a market, because you could potentially use that to catch last minute closes. Like
Yeah.
ones that
Yeah, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
so like when I was doing crypto hourlies a couple of months ago when we kind of kicked this all off, there was many times that I just get fucked in the very last couple of minutes. But if
Mm-hmm.
I had a Brier score running in second by second, you would start to
Yeah.
see what direction it was shifting, possibly before everybody else notices who isn't using
Imagine
that method.
if, imagine
That's
that
just
that that
theoretical.
imagine, yeah, but imagine if this is a, so for example, you are playing, you are doing your trade and you have a trading view open with all your metrics and moving average and all that shit that people like to watch. But imagine
Hmm.
if you have some Briar score embedded on every single market on Polymarket, if something that you could live track. Okay, so
Yeah,
the
yeah.
score is zero point 0.1, zero point 0.2,
Hmm.
0.05, something like that.
Hmm.
Fuck, that would be amazing.
That'd be great,
I
right?
mean,
So
yeah.
you just get into the. I would imagine it's the order book you're looking at, right? So it's the yes and no's, what ones are coming in, what ones are about to come in,
Hmm.
and have like a some sort of tracking line. That'd be quite cool. I reckon you could build that with ChatGPT pretty
Yeah, yeah.
easily, right?
And some,
I don't imagine that'd
we
be
are
too
going to
hard.
talk about, some trading tools that people are building for prediction markets, Polymarket specifically. That could be something. To be honest, I've never heard about this. I'm not a statistician. So if you are listening to us and if you are a statistician, you want to join us to so we can dive deep in this. I mean, you are invited. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
And this is why I said I love Hasib. So he always comes with this thing that I never heard about, and this is the kind of person you want to follow and you want to read your comments. People that are just repeating things that you already say, they don't help. So
Mm.
read about things that people new stuff. That's the only way to get smarter. Okay, let me jump to this one. This is David. David on chain. Sorry, bro. Anything else you want to talk about here, or
No, I
can you?
think it's good. I put
I
in my
think it
bit.
is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So update. 2 days later, Polymarket went. Okay. Okay. I
I do
remember
like
this
this guy.
one.
He has got a good account. Follow him. What is it? Dave
Yeah.
on Chain X?
Dave on Chain
On
X.
Chain X.
So who wants a badge? We mentioned this last week, remember? And then he said like, okay, you deserve a follow. So Polymarket is spending 4,500 a month on affiliate badges for their ecosystem account. So $50 for 91 accounts. This is how we got to this amount here. Not trying to FUD, but that seems pretty low for a company that just raised $2 billion. The, so Polymarket Traders is an account related to Polymarkets, but I don't know exactly what is the relation. Is it a kind of a fans-based account, or is it a arm
I know.
of
I
Polymarket?
don't know, right? Because I noticed Prediction Arc got one of those yellow badges. I think they're
Mm-hmm.
like 10 grand for one of those.
Mm-hmm.
So like maybe Poly, like the way when I saw Prediction Arc get it, like, and I have absolutely no. I just guessed, right? I might be fucking wrong, but I presumed that Polymarket paid for them to have it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they could then, because I think Prediction Mark, I don't know, is Prediction Arc Polymarket badge? I think it is Polymarket badge, right?
Yeah. Yes,
So
they have a Polymarket badge.
it would be beneficial to Polymarket to have as many of their communities to have one of those badges, because you get
Mm-hmm.
multiple X boosts by owning those, so you get more visibility just by existing.
And we are
And then if
going.
those
And we are
accounts
going.
are interacting with each other, you're going to see like a sort of
Yeah.
halo effect. I
And
don't know
we
if
are
we
going
use that
to.
terminology anymore, but
We are going. We are going to show that to you. But basically, Dave concludes here with saying, with that much money, they should pay for every single person on crypto Twitter to have a badge. And then he just update. This is just an update. So 2 days later, Polymarket from 91 to 136 affiliates. That's 6,800 a month being spent on badges. The best part, this is interesting. So the people who have the badges can't remove them unless Polymarket confirms it. So they're stuck doing free promotion forever.
this is where I got in. Did you see where I got in?
Yeah, yeah,
Did you see
yeah.
me in the comments? Because I was like,
Mhm.
fucking, what's his name? Ivan.
Where are
Where
you?
is he? The
Ivan,
Ivan
I'm
guy
trying.
who was going fucking mental, right? This guy
Oh,
who was
this is
really
what I
pissed
was
off.
looking.
And then he replied onto our post saying, "Yeah, it's shocking." And he put a scroll. No, go back to
Yeah, yeah.
the original post, right? Scroll down, and I think if you click the comment, yep,
Oh, this.
right?
Yes.
He's trying to get out, and they're ignoring him. They're not responding to him. So
Fuck,
how
man.
many Kalshi and fucking Polymarket badges are out there that people are just like, I don't want this badge and I can't get rid of it?
Fuck, dude. This is so annoying. And we've been
I
oh,
feel
and
bad for him because if I don't want to
he
represent,
still has a badge.
he's still
So
got it.
he's
They've not taken it off.
no,
Ivan,
bro.
if you're listening, hi, come on the show, have a
Yeah,
chat. We don't
bro.
need to talk like adversarial stuff. We can just like vibe and chat things.
Yeah.
But like I
Yeah.
DM'd them because I was like, let's come on, like let's talk about resolution methods. Because I really want to hear from traders what they think
Mm-hmm.
because they deal with the hard end of getting it wrong. And I'd love to
Yeah,
hear their
yeah.
opinion.
He was sharing about it last week, so he was really pissed about a
Yeah, he was
resolution
annoyed.
for I don't recall
It
exactly
because
what market.
it wasn't the first time he'd had a few, and
No.
then he was like, I can't deal with this anymore, and I don't want to represent
Yeah.
Polymarket.
And he was one of the people that together it was. So we mentioned how I mentioned how I get really pissed about the rules being clarified or updated. Dude, that fuck. I mean, that's fucked
You
up.
don't like it happening mid market, but I think it's okay to do it mid market
No.
because unless an absolute expert slash lawyer expert is creating the rules for every market, there's going to be a level of naivety in the rules. I think we would see this quite a lot on Groovy Market. Our like the way we do rules is they're essentially built from the question template, right? But we've still got functionality to update those rules just in case the question template is not entirely clear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So like it's just there's always going to be we have to make room for a level of being naive and
Mm-hmm.
and getting it honestly incorrect.
Yeah,
So yeah, I just would like to hear from like traders, like what are their biggest frustrations with it? Like what did they think should be done to deal with that? And then take it from there. Like take because that's really useful information.
yeah, that's the kind of feedback that prediction markets protocols should be getting out there to improve themselves, because it's pretty good. So we are into prediction markets, so it's really cool to highlight, okay, mass adoption, super cycle, all this stuff, and all this hoping. But dude, we need to recognize the pain points of this industry as well, and we need to discuss them to try and solve them.
Yeah. I
Otherwise,
think that's
we are
like one
not
of the
going to.
reasons we do this show for anybody who is listening and doesn't know. Like one of the reasons we do this show is because there's so much that isn't very clear, and we're building. Don't forget that. Like we've been building stuff, and we've been actively trying to solve problems. And it's just better if we solve them all together by listening to each other's input and feedback. Like so, Diego and I
Yeah,
talk out into the Twitter sphere and into YouTube, Rumble, and stuff like that. But we want to hear
yeah,
back from everybody else because if we're wrong or if we didn't understand a take properly, like we should be held to account and spoke to him about that and been like, and educate us, not be dick. Don't be like unuseful critical feedback is exactly that. It's just like if you actually get critical feedback and you're intelligent enough to communicate it, do that. But if you can't do that, then fuck off. Until you can come
until
back.
you can. Yeah. So moving forward here, shout outs to polyscalping. So polyscalping is one of the protocols that we've just mentioned are building tools for prediction markets. So polyscalping, my friend and I have been building something for the Polymarket ecosystem. Find scalping opportunities on Polymarket. So basically, if you think about scalping for trading, is a kind of a fast-paced way of trading. It's kind of a day trading, but with few minutes, maybe a couple of hours. You are not looking for a higher profit, but actually high frequency trading with small profits here. So basically a real-time detection of arbitrage and scalping opportunities across all markets. Maximize your profits with instant alerts and advanced analytics. More announcements coming soon. Built for polymarket trades. So this is what we want to see. This is from Cobra 1337. Yeah, let's keep an eye for this. Let's see exactly what they're building. We highlighted the products as well. And if you're building something, send us a hi, and maybe you
Yeah.
can join us the show, talk a little bit more about what you're doing. I mean,
Yeah,
we want to
that's it.
know.
We're inviting the builders and any traders who don't have badges and can speak to us. Basically, I mean, if you have a badge and you can speak to us, come speak to us. But what we're finding is that everybody with a
Yeah.
badge seems to be inhibited to talking to the general public. Doesn't that sound like a gagging order?
Okay, this is where I will need Nick's help. Okay,
I don't
so
know. I mean, like we're going to talk about this, but we're not too sure what's
yes,
going on. But it seems
yes, exactly.
no smoke
I'm
without fire is my general vibe.
no smoke without fire. Okay, okay. So Mr. Pitt. So I saw this tweet on Saturday, and I started to dig into what happened. So Mr. Peanut Butter has been brought for 100K. Will this be enough to also get him to display a Kaushi badge? This is how the conversation started here. So Peanut Butter is this account here um, posted. Let's go to the original post actually. He said, so Kaushi, lock out anyone who doesn't use their API, fuck them over completely, essentially allow them to get stolen from. The response is, that's okay. It didn't affect institutional traders, including Kaushi Trading, who profited. Boy, that doesn't sound like a peer. Basically, he was complaining that there was a problem in Kaushi during the weekends. It
It was a
was
front end outage, right?
it seems so. So if you were using the Cauchy API to trade, you were not affected. So the system itself was working, but people who are using the Cauchy traditional front end wasn't able to trade. So basically, this guy came here and started to talk shit about what was happening. So to be honest, if they just came out and said we fucked up, We are a new company increasing at crazy scale. We are trying to leave the damage done. I would tell myself the EV loss wasn't that bad. Bad loss, but that's variance. Instead, they've decided to act like real issues are fabricated. So after
But
that, he
where do we
came,
see this happen every bull run? Coinbase.
centralized exchanges.
Every centralized exchange has this, so like he should know that. I would presume
Yeah,
if
yeah,
he's in
yeah.
crypto, this happens. And I don't know if I presume the back end infrastructure of Coinbase is still working, so APIs and institutional traders are not having the same issue, but the front ends always fall down because of um, increased
Increased
usage. And it
volume.
isn't always
Yeah.
that. Like our front end fell down this morning. It was basically one of our infrastructure partners were doing an update and didn't tell us.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
like shit happens, just random shit
Shit
happens, and he's right
happens.
in saying
Yeah.
like shit happens, we're sorry, or just address the issue. Always address the
Hmm.
issue if something goes wrong and
That's
somebody
the
gets in.
problem. Yeah,
You
for
don't
the
need
end
to give
user.
them money. But I guess like maybe they're like, oh, if we address this and if we say this is our fault or admit a liability, we might need to pay out. But I actually don't think
Yeah.
Coinbase, I don't think ever paid out in somebody trying to exit at a certain level and not being able to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So then and then peanut better. And this is the actual post that was mentioned here. So I'm going to come out and say, fuck it up. I'm a new company increasing at scale, no old miss. Da, 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 da. I send the original point. If regular users are not refunded, which is appears they are now doing. So actually
Okay.
what they said it seems that Kaushi started to refund people. And
Okay.
then we see this post here that Mr. Peanut Butter has been brought for 100K. I don't know exactly what it means. If
So
the amount of
see,
money they paid
daily.
back.
So that day he was the top profit on the
Hmm.
leaderboard. So he got refunded, or he get refunded what he lost. So he got 100K.
And then John Wang, always John Wang. Shout out to John Wang. I think there was like
He-
15 minutes that I didn't say your name, bro. Not
I
sure.
know
We
we nearly
applied
got there,
this. Yeah, yeah. We applied this to all users affected. And okay, moving forward here.
which makes sense. And
Yeah, yeah.
Peanut Butter already said that. I think he was just being
Yes,
facetious. That he was just
exactly.
being like, "Oh, he
Yes.
was bought for that. His silence was bought," but it wasn't. It wasn't bought. He got his money back. Like
Yeah,
he didn't delete the
exactly.
tweets or anything like that. He put it out there, left
No,
it out there.
yeah, yeah. So, I mean, there was a problem in the beginning, and it's interesting to see how it unfolded. So, the guy were pissed, and then I mean, sometime after that, Cautious solved the problem, paid back people, and then this is the post of John Wang highlighting this. So, Cautious goes above and beyond for its traders, before and after, addressed in less than 30 minutes. So, this is the original post that we saw, and then, so they did this and more. Poor communicating during the issue, but ultimately totally fair way to handle.
Yeah.
My Winnie Beach boy comments no longer apply. Couch is back.
This
Yeah, dude,
is a
sometimes
good way to handle it. I think this is fine.
it is. It is, yeah. I think it's totally fine. I mean, this is the kind of resolution that I would like
And,
to see happening
and
more often.
from a builder's perspective, when something goes wrong that's unexpected, you like it takes a few minutes, like 10 to 15 minutes to
Yeah.
figure out what had happened, communicate between your team. Because imagine they're communicating between maybe 15 or 20 people at any one time
Mm-hmm.
if something goes wrong. Then so trying to get the fix in, trying to understand the damage and trying to figure out what's your response to the damage. It's
Yeah.
like that's fucking hard to do that in 30 minutes is really good. And
They
like,
were
Kalshi
fast.
should be very,
Dude,
very proud
they,
of how quick they did that. So well done.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out. So they were really fast. So imagine, first you need to understand what's going on. And you can just go out there and say, guys, there is a problem, but we still don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Dude, you're going to get people scared if you say some shit like that. So you have to wait. And the best
It's a
advice in
tag.
this moment is just don't do any shit with customer for a few time until you understand exactly what's going to happen.
Mm,
And even better, if when you understand, you already have a response, a way to solve that, and then you deliver everything at
yeah.
once. So
And
this
if
is
you
what
can't get the
happened.
response,
This is
if you can't get the solution quick, then you need to start addressing it in small chunks. Just like anybody
Mhm.
in crypto who's watched hacks happen on dexes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some people handle it incredibly well, and other people don't. I think like so. I feel like one that I was injured by was the Alex dex on stacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they just didn't handle it well. Like in the end, everybody get their money back, but the damage done to the community and the trust was huge. And then
Yeah.
they get hacked again. And then their Discord last week got hacked again. And you're just like, this token worth anything because the team behind it aren't good enough for it to be like. Now I say good enough. They are good, but like maybe as a team they're not operating well enough to
Mm-hmm.
make sure they don't get multiple hacks, make sure that their servers and all that are secure. Like once, all right, twice, whew, three times. Like, come on, man. You're fucking having a laugh at that point. Like, you need to. Everybody is allowed to make mistakes. It's how you respond and learn from those mistakes.
Okay, we have a say here. If some shit happens to you 3 times, you're allowed to ask for a song. You know, just because. So soccer is really famous here. So every time that the same players score 3 goals, Sunday
Mhm.
night, the guy from TV they invited the player. Okay, we are going to
Oh,
highlight your goals, and you are able to ask for any song to play along with your game. So
that's
it
fun. I
became
like
kind of
that.
a tradition. Okay, shit happened 3 times. Okay, ask for a song. That's
Yeah,
it.
good. I like that. That's fun.
Yeah, that's fun. So let's move forward. Okay, if I say John Wayne 2 more times, I'm gonna ask for a song.
I did. Yeah.
No, no, this is
Guys, if you're listening and you haven't used Groovy Market yet, like the links below, go to playground.groovy.market. It's still testing it, so you ain't spending any money. Please create a prediction market for mentions
from mentioned
on
markets on the $1
these
trade
feeds,
show.
right? Because like love comes up a lot, grifters comes up quite a lot. I swear, like a sailor. So like you can just make them on anything you want or anything you think we're likely to say on the show that day. We can't do it ourselves because you can
Yeah,
manipulate it, but
I,
you
I
guys
will
should do
be I will be buying. Yeah. Anyway, so make your market for mentions for what we're going to talk tomorrow. I don't know the best market. We can even give a price to you. Send me a message. Say what price you would like, and let's discuss this.
it.
So okay, this is Dash Data Dashboards. It has this account has a Cauchy badge, and I don't know if he works for Cauchy anyway. Anyway, okay, but it is interesting. So Polymarket have given away over $10 million in USDC to liquidity providers via their liquidity rewards program thus far. You can find the new charts on my Polymarket overview dashboard. And
Nice.
something, yeah, something interesting that Nick and we were discussing. I think it was the two of us. So how it's going to be when or if they reduce this? Do they need to keep putting money into liquidity providers to get distraction, or if they slow down, they will keep getting interested from people? I don't know.
Say that again.
I don't know for how long they will need to keep these incentives to keep attracting users. Is
You
it something that
you
will
oh, are you
need
talking
to be
about
there
the
forever?
but when they talk about liquidity providers, are they talking about the ones that balance the market and get rewards? I presume that's the ones,
Yes,
right?
yes. This is the case because for
I
some
would imagine
specific
forever, right?
markets, you get some forever.
I think forever
It
because
it, it goes to the
you need
marketing
to
budget.
incentivize to do the risk, right? You've got to put your money there because liquidity providers are looking for ways to maximize their yield on the liquidity they're providing, right? They're not going to do it for free. Nobody's going to do it for free. You and I know this because we are developing a
Mm-hmm.
mechanism where liquidity providers can basically print money for providing liquidity.
Yeah.
Um, because we know liquidity begets liquidity, and you need liquidity to get good, efficient, and accurate markets. So yeah, it's the 10 million USDC to liquidity providers is a cost of doing business because they need liquid markets.
And how much did they raise so far? So the last deal was 2 billion. So
Yeah.
even though before that they raised a lot of money
It's
already.
it's
So
something like
10 million
2.5 billion. It's somewhere 2.5 billion in
to,
total or
to
something like that is
10 million doesn't seem a lot
no,
of
it doesn't
money
seem like a lot.
to attract this
No.
volume here.
No,
Okay,
sir.
and yes, and this is the trend that we just highlighted, and it comes to the bad things that we 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 mentioned earlier. So last week there was a kind of a movement. We've been seeing these coordinated movements, and it's this is why people are getting together to talk about Polymarket. And so there was a night stuff and a kind of I don't know. There
Oh,
was
yeah.
a kind of a beautiful test. Oh, I'm a knight of this or that, and okay, and everybody with Polymarket badges was doing that. And this time, the new strategy is to highlight how their accounts are getting bigger, which is pretty cool. So they're just
So this is
comparing
not just Polymarket. This is in crypto Twitter in general. In fact, I
in
shared a
general.
link with somebody this morning. So what you tend to see it is like the certain KOLs that we're aware of. Um, they started doing it like 2,000 replies. Yo, I'm grinding all that fucking crypto bro shit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And what we're seeing here is just that continued, but people saying being more specific about what they're doing. But again, like I don't know if I can trust that picture of that dashboard. Can you click into it? Does it have his handle on it? Do we know it's his? I'm going to presume it is, right? I'm not saying that he's crooked, but
Yeah,
there's lots of posts going on, and you don't know whose image is whose image, right? Like,
yeah,
is it his?
yeah,
Is it
yeah.
another crypto
I
bros
don't
that has a
know.
really big account? Like,
Yeah, this
it,
this is different from the first one. See.
you see what I mean? It's just
Yeah,
like
but yeah. Mm-hmm. It's just account
I think we're going to see
overview.
a lot more of that shit for the next week and a half, and then that'll die out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see. But I mean, it's interesting. I'm happy
Yeah,
if
yeah.
if this is your work and if you're growing, dude. Congrats.
It's
It's pretty cool.
particularly interesting when they say what they did to change it. If
Yeah, 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 yeah.
it's just like I took a
Oh,
badge,
I
then
couldn't
that's
break
not much
through.
of that's not much of it. That's because that's an algorithm pump because he has a badge, right? That's
Yeah,
not
so
that's not
the
necessarily
two
like
ones,
grinding.
there was another one that I mentioned. Basically, this tweet shows the power of poly market community, consistency, and hard work. Yeah, I will be interested in it to say, okay, how many replies, how many posts,
Yeah,
I mean, long,
yeah, yeah,
short, long posts, short posts. That would be interesting to see. I mean,
yeah,
because even though when you apply for any job, okay, you can see, you can show people that your numbers, but how you get there,
yeah, yeah.
what
That's it.
what was his strategy? And
What
this
worked,
is
what
important as
didn't.
well.
Mostly, what
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
work is something that you'll
yeah,
learn. Is that work? This doesn't
yeah,
work. We've been
yeah,
through that.
yeah. So moving forward here, this is Car. We always talk about Car because he's one of the top traders in Poly market. Highlighting predictive folio. I mean, one other company that's building tools for Poly market. So if you want to figure out which trading strategy is working for you, you should try this new feature. I've seen plenty of users sitting on huge unrealized profits but never managed to realize them. And so you can now break down your trading performance with month to month profit and loss, realized profit and loss, and unrealized profit and loss. So perfect for spotting what strategy is working and what's not. Now live predictifolium.com/dashboard.
This kind of
So if
goes back to the we're getting the sort of people building terminals and tools like that.
mhm.
If the game gets a lot more complicated, like and a lot more traction from like real power users, these tools will be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, they will. And so while these tools are
Provided
not
the
here,
pricing is
yeah, and I think
okay.
that we sorry, go ahead.
Provided the pricing is good, like the like everyday people can, or like a trader worth their salt can afford it, and it's not like fucking
Yeah,
2.5 a month. Was it Carr
yeah.
that did the post on how much he's spending every month on tools?
Was I don't know, maybe.
Oh yeah, I think Carr was like, I spend this to trade on Polymarket every
Okay,
month.
yeah, this is how
There
much
you
I
go.
spend for professional trader.
Uber Eats 4 grand a month. I believe that.
Okay. So 2000 for Bloomberg Terminal, $40 for Wall Street Journal, $70 for Financial Times, 120 for Red Bull Sugar Free,
Yeah.
4,000 Uber Eats. Okay, these are not They're not tools,
Yeah,
but
they are though.
uh,
Because if you
my
need to, because
friends.
remember we worked with somebody who was spending an absolute fortune in Uber Eats because all they were doing was coding.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
That's true.
like if you don't want, if you're focused, it's hard to take away and go make a meal
Yeah,
if you haven't got somebody
yeah,
cooking for you.
yeah. If you work from home, it's your kind of office cost that you have here.
Yeah,
But yes, at least I mean with only with tools it's 110, 2000, let's say to 2500 only
yeah,
with tools. Of course, you
yeah.
have to eat,
That's not
drink,
like
and do.
any old school trader you speak to. They're just like you. It's not just your margin and stuff like that. You need to calculate in how much your cost for all these tools because some
Yes.
like the TradFi tools are fucking insane. It's like talking to a friend
Yeah.
and for the minimum version of a tool he was using, it was $3,500 a month, £3,500 a month actually, not dollars. So they had to make that plus enough money to feed themselves and clothe
Yes.
themselves and house
And to
themselves. Like
worth
they must have to make you
and
might
to
need to make
worth the
like
amount
fucking
of
10 grand a month.
yeah, and to worth the amount of time you spend, in front of computer. I mean, working because it's working. It's working.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, I just want to highlight this. I needed to highlight this. So Isabel were saying, and we're going to get to who is Isabel. So markets are the most efficient way of processing information. It's only now, thanks to primitives enabled by crypto, that we are finally getting to the real implications of this. Predict your markets, creator markets, decision markets. Turns out anything can be a market, and predict your markets is the thing that we are interested here. So it's important, I believe, because Isabel is co-founder of POAPs. If you don't know what is POAP, dude,
You
go
weren't
do
here
your own
last season
research.
if you don't know what pull-ups are.
Yes, and just wanted to show POAP follows me, which is impressive.
He's very special. Diego's more special than people realize. We just seem like
Yeah,
clerks hanging around dafties, but we like,
yeah.
Diego's been
My
around. He's met people.
my mom knows that. She always says that to me.
As long as your
Oh,
mum says it, it's fine. Nobody
yeah.
else matters. Only mum.
So Noah, we every once in a while we mention Noah. He has some good content here. So more prediction markets come into your favorite app, courtesy of Kaushi. He used it to work with Kaushi, and he's still talking about Kaushi. So it's good. He part away with good stuff
Yeah, if
there.
you go away and you're still shouting it out, I mean that's
Yeah, yeah.
probably net positive as a place to work.
So yeah, the catch here, not the catch, but the highlight here is yeah. So Robinhood is talking about bringing politics markets to their app as well. So if you don't know, basically what they do nowadays is sports markets based on the Kalshi infrastructure, and now they are going to expand this to politics. And the last one that I have here for today, let's go, it's 50 pence. So 50 pence is one of the top traders on Polymarket as well. And he's saying, oh, in prediction market, first, I will be selling the naming rights to my account for the rest of 2025.
Mhm.
Please do Monday by noon, also considering shoe deals. So it's something that, so if you're one of the top traders, you can do that as well. I don't know, have a partnership with a
Yeah,
fancy brands or any brand that you want to I don't know, to want to get money from, and that's it. People are going to see your brand's name on the top leaderboard of the top prediction markets there. So
yeah.
it's
Why not? It's your real
another way
estate.
to make
Sell it.
money. It is. It is. So if you are good enough at trading to make the top leaderboards, it's another way that you can make some money. Why not, right?
Mhm.
And before we go, let's go to anything else that I'm missing today, Nick? I don't know.
Oh, I think so.
It's
I think we covered it.
it's
We were just
Monday.
very efficient today. I think, by the way, I think we
It's
had two Rumble followers today.
yeah.
Yes.
Two.
Shout out to
Fuck,
Rumble,
it's
yeah.
a hundred
I mean,
percent
like if you go
growth.
to we've got a YouTube page at Groovy Market, we got a Rumble page at Groovy Market, and we get nothing on YouTube, but we get at least some stuff on Rumble. So hi, Rumble.
So if you want to check out, go to playground.groovy.market. Check out how the platform is going. to log in. You don't even need your account. You can use any social login here. Yeah, that's it. It's powered by Dynamic. You can claim your free money here. Collect. It's minting tokens. It's just free money that we send to you. I mean, it's free fake money, and you can just play around. You can play
Groovy
around
USDT.
in any market here exactly, or you can create your own market. Select what
And
category.
if you look at the bottom right, we're working on making an AI version of market creation, so you don't need it doesn't fully work yet, but like we've got it sitting there playing around with it. That's what testnet's for.
Hmm. Yeah,
Um, and that's it. Kind of walks you through this process. And if people like that, we'll expand on that and remove the manual process and just have market creation like a chatbot.
that's it. And we also have a leaderboard here. It's only me
Why
so
is
far in the
nobody? What happened
leaderboard.
on this? No, that's
I
today.
don't
That's
know.
today.
That's for
It's
oh,
because you're on
okay.
day.
Let's go to all.
We got
Let's go
more.
to all. Okay, it's probably
And
gonna take
the
some
one
time.
thing that we are forgetting about is today's spaces, which has went missing on my thing. Where's today's spaces shout out?
Probably
Da-da-da.
probably is on Telegram.
That's what I'm looking. If you're not following us already
Go
on
to our
Telegram or not in
Telegram.
the community and
Yeah,
chat Telegram, we have one. It is basically Groovy Market Chat, and we're in there. You'll see us every day. I'm just trying to get the Clash of the Flat. There we go.
yeah.
Let
You
me,
can go to playground.groovy.market, scroll down to everything, and you will find a link to the Telegram group here.
yeah.
That's
And
it.
so tonight at 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern, not Eastern, sorry, British summertime or GMT plus one, I guess. Yeah. On Spaces, we'll be doing Clash of Fans episode 2, which is Premier League fans versus La Liga fans. And there's little
That's it.
prizes
So
we'll be giving out. You can create your own markets for these things. Yeah, pop along.
So if you're a soccer fan, if you want to get some prizes, join us. Just stay tuned. Follow us on X. Turn on your the little bell so you get a notification when we're live. Stay there, and you are going to learn how to earn prizes.
Yep.
That's it for today, guys. Nick, thanks
Yeah.
a lot for joining me. Thank you all for listening to us and watching. Send us your feedback. What you like, what you don't like in the show, things you don't like. Let's see. I don't know if I like, I might change, I might not change. But I don't know. I'm kidding.
See how we
And
feel.
make sure to check out playground.groovy.markets. Try it out. Uh, Create your market. Let us know how is the process going for you. And that's it, guys. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Tomorrow we are going to be here again talking about prediction markets. Have a great one, guys.